What's going on, guys? We got this little coolster 110. I just removed the plastics. They were kind of a pain in the ass, but the thing that I'm gonna do to this is I gotta check the starter solenoid just right here, and if I ground those out or if I touch them together and it works, then I gotta move on. Well, so I got a coolster 110 and I'm trying to change the starter solenoid or the starter, whichever one is bad. I'm gonna hook up the battery right now and touch them right there, see if I can get it to click down there. If I touch these two, for example like this, when the battery is on and they click but they don't do anything to the starter, that means the solenoid is good and I have to replace the starter. So let's do that now. I'm gonna hook up the battery just right there, and then I'm gonna see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, I'll just hit the starter. If the solenoid doesn't click, I'll just change the solenoid. So let's see. Alright, so I've now hooked up the battery, and this is all it does. So all it does is click. So that's telling me kind of that the starter down there is good. Let's see if I can get it to click. I don't know if I have anything to touch these two with. Let's see. Let me just try again with this jumper cable. So right there we have it. I'm just thinking I'm just gonna replace it. See if it does anything different or not. So let me just replace it, see what it does. Because all it does is click. But I can't get it to do anything if I jump it. Alright, so I just put the new solenoid in, and it's still just clicking. So what I'm thinking it is, it has to be a problem with the starter or connection down here. Maybe the starter is just bad, so let's replace that. I do have a new starter right here. I don't know how complicated it is to replace. But first things I'm gonna do is put all the plastics back in. Then I'll work with the starter. So let me get the plastics back on and I'll be right back. So now look at what the starter is doing. I just can't get a continuous, it kind of gets stuck. So does anybody know this? I mean, the starter is really bad, or what does that really mean? So I don't know how I'm supposed to loosen the chain itself. I don't know where the tensioner is, but I'm gonna look at the new starter, see what bolts I have to take off, and then we'll go from there. I did take out all these bolts. You have to take the side cover off where the coil is. But like I said, that's kind of weird how it's doing that. Maybe I'm thinking the starter's just going out. It has to be. See. Yeah, the starter's got to be going out, throwing all those sparks everywhere. So let's just take it apart, replace it, and see what we can do. Alright, so the other starter is out, and I'm guessing what the issue is. This one I can spin it. You can see I can spin that one. But then I bring this one over here, and this thing is stuck. Like, I don't know, it's not as smooth as this other one, so I don't know if that's the reason why it's not working. But, oh fuck, these are different. Yeah, these are different. Fuck. Yeah, they're different. So back to the drawing board, I guess. Whoa, I guess the bike won't be fixed today. But yeah, they are different no matter how you look at them. So let me put this other one back in. Alright, so one thing that I am seeing is, let me see if this will focus. The springs that go in there on the right and left where these things are, they're just stuck in there. So I'm gonna take these out these things right here out, like this one. Remove the spring, put new springs in it from the other starter that I'm taking apart, and I'm not gonna use this part, I'll just use the new one. And then let's see if that works, because the other starter isn't the same, so let's try to make one out of the two. The springs that I'm talking about are these in here. You can see how these are like springy and still got some life to them, so I'm gonna put those over there and then just get rid of them and see if that works. The first one did come out and it seems like it still has some life to it, but this second one over here is kind of being a pain. Try to get it on camera, me removing it. This one right here is just being a pain. I can knock that one out of there, huh? Try to grab it with some pliers. That thing's stuck up in there. That was one of the reasons why the starter was getting stuck. Maybe that being seized up in there. Alright, so let's put the springs in. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's nighttime now. So I just got done. Those starters that you saw didn't work, but I ended up making one starter out of the two. And then she actually turns now, so that's always, I was in the same thing one. Yeah, I don't know what to do when it does that. Try to turn it by hand real quick. Yeah, so why it's doing that, I don't know. But there she is. Let me get some brake cleaner to it, see if I can get her to start. That brake cleaner. And then on this one, I believe we also have a clogged carburetor. So let me put that to the test. I'm almost certain there's a almost certain that it's a fucking, oh no, the spark plug is off, isn't it? No, I'll put it back on. Maybe I'll get the spark again. Fuel issue because I just got it to run over there. Yes, you heard. Just split it again. So as you saw, it does run, but it needs a carb clean. So we'll get that sorted out and then we'll get right back to it. So basically, these are all of the old parts that I changed out. I had to change out the bolt because the line pattern didn't line up. The bolt pattern didn't line up, so I had to switch this bolt. I switched this part out. Also this, because it was different, so I used the old one. And this right here, I noticed on this one that it had all these chunks just like blown out. That's probably what had it stuck. This was just in bad condition. Look at this groove right here that it had formed. So it was just in pretty bad shape. Yeah, as you saw, the other one is working, so all this is trash now. So we'll get that carb clean sorted out. It's getting late now. The carburetor, I don't know if you guys saw in the past video, the carburetor doesn't have actual bolts, it just has rivets. So we're gonna probably have to drill those out or just end up getting a new carburetor. Let's see. So stay tuned for the next one. We'll take this for a ride again. All right, thank you for watching.